point, Cassie did become complicit in this whole situation, and I do think she should be held accountable. I think Cassie should have took the money and ran, because before she even got on the stand, people had this perception that she was this victim, right? And that's kind of what we all went with until we started hearing the details of the case, looking at the text messages, and we like, well, oh damn, she's just as guilty as Diddy is. So I hear you. Yeah, she was young, but at the same time, innately, we know what's right and what's wrong. And we know that
Yep.
some of the things that Cassie was participating in, like, there's really no excuse for that. And then to add the whole situation with Ryan Leslie, I feel like Cassie was chasing the bag. She was
Yep.
chasing a man of status. She was
Yep.
chasing X, Y, and Z. And I think she got her feet a little bit more wet than when she intended to. And it kind of, swindled from there. But nah, Cassie is just as guilty as Diddy is, and I'm not taking her being 21, 22, because I went out there doing that at 21 and 22.
Facts, man. For the first time, Jess, I'm with you. For the first time, I'm sorry, baby girl. You've been letting me down these past few episodes, but right on the money. Because guys, think about like this: if it was a guy who was 19 years old with a 45-year-old woman, they wouldn't say he was groomed. They wouldn't say he shouldn't be. They would say he knows what he got himself into.
When you read that all of the videos and the pictures and everything, she had it. She was like initiating them. She wanted a lot of them, but she threatened to kill somebody if it got to him. I do believe that she was a co-conspirator, and I honestly believe that she wanted that. She liked that. When she went to rehab. She went to rehab for opioid addiction and sex addiction. Now, I know that he went to rehab for the drugs, but I don't know if he went for sex addiction. But my thing is, and then when she got the money, wait, I don't want to say the more thing.
So wait, are you saying that Cassie should be held accountable?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that it's messed up that because, and I'm very open with, I've dealt with domestic abuse for 6 years. And like a part of my recovery from it, I speak to women in domestic abuse shelters. I go do my part with it because I got out, I survived. But one of the things that we start talking about is the fact, and now it's more prevalent than ever. I mean, it's been being done where women will use it as an excuse. Like when she said she was raped by Diddy, and then I forget what the husband's name is. She said it was rape, and then she had it because, him. And then which I believe he knows everything.
You think she told him everything before they got married?
Yeah.
I don't think Cassie told her current husband everything. Especially the fact, because she claimed Diddy raped her, and then a month later, she went to have normal sex with Diddy, and then the husband FaceTimed her while she was with Diddy. Like, I don't think she explained that part. I'm going to be honest. I don't think she told him A to Z. I'm sure when they were in the court, some of the things Cassie said shocked that guy. And to me, this is what I believe, and this is what some people believe. I believe that years down the road, now that she's got the money, I think almost $30 million from Diddy and from the hotel that released the video, I believe he's gonna divorce her after some time to take half the money. If we're gonna be honest, I'm just being honest. That's what I think he's gonna do.
Because I also that
y'all don't even tell me y'all's body count. So
she didn't.
Look, but
I think she did. I think she did.
Yeah,
I think she wouldn't have had a choice.
Telling somebody something and then hearing it and seeing everything is different. And his mom, he runs for Haven House, which is an abuse shelter. I think his mom went through something like with abuse and everything. But I think she told him everything from A to Z and stuff?
No.
And he's probably finding out a lot of stuff that he thought. But my thing is, I don't like when women claim abuse and it's just a cop out. I think that She knew the charges were coming. The feds wanted Diddy, and they came to her and was just like, "Look, this is coming. We need you to work in with it." I don't know.
I
just
don't
feel
know.
like
I don't think, honestly, she probably, after her taking the money, I don't think she thought it would have went this far to a trial to where she would have to testify about what she did. I don't think she told him everything. Women of today don't even tell men what they did in college to their husbands. So you think she told that man she was getting pissed on in the mouth by other guys is diabolical.
I mean,
Facts.
that's
I don't think so.
But my thing is, I think that she knows he's most likely not going to go anywhere because he's a trainer. Now, my aunt's a celebrity trainer. She makes good money, but she don't make that money.
Wait, well, because he can still divorce her and get alimony.
That is true.
And that's why I say that's going to be his game plan. After 5 years from now, he's going to divorce Cassie and take half of the money she got, if we're going to be honest.
Kamaya, we can't hear you, Kamaya. Izzy, I think you wanted to talk. Go ahead, Izzy.
I wanted to say that I guess I feel like two things can be, or maybe multiple things can be true at once with Cassie. I feel like, yes, she was a victim.
Of what?
But I also think that, like, she was a victim of Diddy, obviously. But I also think she was a victim of her own greed. Because to me, I think that someone said earlier, she wanted a lifestyle. And that's why she remained in it as long as she did. So I believe that she wanted to be like a pop star and be Hollywood famous and all of those things. And Diddy was a sure way for her to get that. That's why, because it makes no sense to me why someone would stay. And even not watching the trial, reading about what happened and all the times where she said that, he hit her, all the breakups and things like that, and then she goes on and says that she still loves him. I feel like that's not, in my opinion, I feel like that's not true, and that's just a cop out. And you cannot love somebody that's doing all of those things to you. And I feel like she's just saying that because that's what people fall, like, they default to using love as a way to, like, cover up for their own whatever it is, insecurities, or just not wanting to hold themselves accountable. You don't love the guy that was giving you a UTI. You don't love the guy that was beating you up. You don't love the guy that made you sleep with so many people. You don't, but you just say that because you feel like people will be like, yeah, love makes you do crazy things. Like, that's, for me, that's like not true.
Yeah, for her staying for all those years, because listen, it's not like she stayed with Diddy the entire time. She stayed with Diddy, broke up with him, went on to date other guys, including the trainer, the current husband that Diddy hired for her, Kid Cudi and other guys. She came back to Diddy, went back to all these guys. In that space and time, she could have gone to the police. It's just my opinion. But what do you guys think? Women are saying most of the ladies in the panel are saying she gotta be held accountable. What do you guys think about that?